Some people think that anything old can be called classic, but to me it's got nothing to do with age, it's all about quality, and the following Commodore 64 hits are undeniable classics, and a whole lot of fun. Power Drift from Sega was an arcade revelation, with its comical graphics and focus on the fun side of racing. Activision had to make some concessions in converting the game to a limited 64K, but even though you sometimes look like you're driving in the sky, Power Drift handles beautifully and contains all the laughs from the arcade as your on-screen alter ego flips the bird to slower drivers on his way to the checkered flag. Namco's Pac-Land was the Yellow Pill Popper's first game to move out of the maze and into a side-scrolling cartoon world. This was ideal fodder for a conversion, and Quicksilver did a marvellous job of reproducing all the cutesy fun of the original without skimping on the graphics, music or gameplay. Don't be fooled by appearances though, as the game quickly becomes devilishly tough. Breakout was 10 years old by the time Taito decided to refresh the bat and ball genre with the iconic Arkanoid. With its simplistic premise, you would have thought it had been an easy game to convert to the underpowered 8-bits, but only one version really got it right. With great graphics and music, and silky smooth controls, the Commodore version from Imagine ticked all the right boxes. With its sickeningly catchy theme tune and cooperative gameplay, Taito's Bobble is rightly hailed as one of the most playable games of all time. Firebirds' conversion for the Commodore 64 is about as arcade perfect as it's possible to get on an 8-bit machine, and proved that having an arcade machine in your own home was possible, even in the 80s. Elite's conversions of this Capcom classic were a success on almost every home computer, but the Commodore 64 version stood out for its authentic gameplay and style. The music on the 64 was so impressive that many people who go back to it now express their disappointment that it doesn't feature in its arcade parent. Green Beret is the kind of game that made kids like me want to join the army. Luckily for national security though, it's also one of the reasons why I was so unfit, and therefore got rejected at the medical. Like a side-scrolling platform version of Commando, Elite managed to squeeze the whole game into our favourite beige bread bin, and added another superb conversion to its arcade bag of tricks. In the arcades, Tapper came in a number of flavours. You could have root beer Tapper for the kids, or Budweiser Tapper for the grown-ups. Elite decided to use their Commodore 64 version as a product placement vehicle for Mountain Dew, but this didn't detract from a game that's as simple as it is addictive. Working a bar has never been so much fun. Unless you're Tom Cruise, I suppose. Bionic Commando from Capcom took Super Joe into the forests with his newly acquired bionic arm. The Commodore version plays extremely well and includes a fantastic rendition of the arcade theme that's almost too jolly for its future war subject matter. Be warned though, there are two versions of this game for the Commodore 64, and I wouldn't touch the American version with yours. With its rotational joysticks, Ikari Warriors was almost impossible to convert, so whilst the game plays slightly differently to the original, all the two-player fun is retained as you and a friend strap on a bandana and rid a war-torn island of gorilla scum. The game's incredibly tough though in one player, which is why eagle-eyed viewers will notice that during this 1 minute segment I lose an incredible 11 lives. Salamander from Konami attempted to take its Nemesis formula to the next level by adding vertical sections to its shoot-'em-up classic. Imagine's conversion was one of the most faithful shoot-'em-up conversions that the machine's ever received, and it's just the antidote for those people so disappointed with the Commodore version of R-Type. So that's my top 10. Why not pop over to the forum and let us know yours? And look out for the Spectrum conversion classics in a future show.